Right, Campbell's comments here in Nutien, and as promised, Mathew Holz is going to join me again. I promise we won't have an audio issue this time, Holtzy.
That's good. That'll be great.
Do they call you Holtzy?
They do.
They do.
Amongst other things.
Yeah, they call me a lot of things too. That's okay. Firstly, what's it feel like to be back here at Tamworth?
Oh, it's a great event. Yeah, no, it's always it's good to get here and you know get the show underway and yeah do the best you can but it's also all very good to get home.
It is a long day. TA Traditional Acres is across the road there. Firstly, how's he been competing over this weekend?
Yeah, he's gone good. He's I ran him in the Open, had an 88 first round and then dropped my yard, and so I got a little score, I think an 83 maybe second round, not enough to make the final. Then Ben Hall took the ride in the Stallion Shootout as he won on last year, and there's no way I was going to take that ride off him. So he got I think he might have dropped his yard too, but he got a score outside, so he's sort of in the mix for the first round. Yep. He's
in the mix, hopefully all going well. Don't take one more step back. We're actually got a horse. We might actually touch on this horse. What is it? What lot 125? 129, very close. And it's one offered up for Kinloch. It's basically Sherro's, and we talk about Traditional Acres and Andrew Sheridan and what he's trying to do there now and rebranding with Kinloch. And this is going to be the first horse offered up underneath the Kinloch name.
Yeah, that's right. So, yep, she's the first one, and so this mare's grandmother. So Jazz, Sherro's Jazz. She's basically starting out the brand, and so this mare's out of a mare called Melody, who's by his Abdul Stallion out of Jazz, and this little filly here is out of Melody and by TA. So, yep, first one to be offered, and she's a great little filly. She's a very pretty filly. She'd be very versatile. She could go on the show ring. She could chase cattle. Yep, she could do anything.
Right, come back half a step this way. I know we're trying not to. We want to highlight her, but she knows where the door is. Actually, what we'll do, we'll move up a bit closer, and then we don't have to worry about her getting out the door. Must be pretty cool, offering her up and riding her around, and having Dad across the road as well.
Yeah, and he's such an easy horse to have about. Like he's no stress. TA's biggest problem is when the food bowl's coming.
It's a problem for a few of us.
That's true. Yeah.
Lee Miles might be watching this now, and he can put his hand up. There's no problems there.
Lee, really?
Yeah, he doesn't mind a bit of a tucker, that's for sure. Nutien and this classic sale, and how important is it to get your name out there? I say about Kinloch and Sherro putting rebranding and things like that. Who's who want to be here, but they want to get their brands out here as well, don't they?
Yeah, it's all about. I guess for the vendor, it's about producing horses that people can buy and take on and have quality horses sold. So that's obviously what Sherro's trying to do here with this little filly, and she's got the great mix of what his background in breeding's been. So for a breeder, that's ideal. You're producing something that people can go on with and and have quality. And for someone like myself, a trainer, it's sort of a similar thing. I want to produce horses that people can go on with, that they're easy to ride once I've done my training on them and got a start on.
I think that's one of the things too. I keep saying about how this sale works. It's basically you purchase at this sale or you sell at this sale, you get the opportunity to ride in the Open and the Classic the next year, and the Young Guns, things along those lines. So it's a great, I suppose, reinvestment, if you like. People continually come back. But you don't have to purchase a horse here just purely to bring it back next year. These horses have got so much more to offer. They're high-quality horses. They're not just horses that are tailor-made for Nutien next year, are they?
No, that's right. Yeah, I guess there's a percentage of people that just buy to come back and try and win the Classic. But, most people are trying to buy a horse that they have or get longevity out of. So you're not just spending money just for the short term. You're trying to find a horse that's suitable for, long period of time for competition.
That's one of Sherro's things there, and we will get on to what we're talking about Sherro a bit, but like you say about TA, his biggest trouble is his food. This filly here, her biggest problem is getting away from us, breeding nice horses, not just good horses that can draft or cut or rein or all of the above, but also just a nice horse that you can pat while trying to do an interview.
Yeah, that's right. Having a horse that wants to be around you is a big thing. Yep, and they don't have to be all loaded with ability. People don't necessarily need horses that are loaded with ability. But having a horse that's sweet and wants to be around you is it's a wonderful quality for the horse to have.
It is, and that's why we all love the horses, and I think that's the reason why there's so many people here. So many people continue to come back here. Just on Sherro's, and there's going to be the renaming of Kinloch, and they're going to have a clinic coming up, and it is the 23rd and 24th of February. We did one of these, and we got the dates all mixed up, but you've cleared your calendar, so it's okay. 23rd, 24 clinics, and they are going to range from novice, maybe not to expert, but novice right through any grade. If you've never done a draft before and you want to actually understand how to do it, these are the sorts of clinics for you.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, it's a ladies' clinic. So, but yeah, anyone from that beginner to experience can participate in that clinic, and hopefully between the three of us running the clinic, we can offer some advice or some help, and yeah, that's what they're about.
You're definitely one of the experts, I suppose, is the best way to put it. Is that the right word?
No. No.
What are the coordinators and educating the people, the other two?
Yeah, so the other two is Fiona Gordon and what's his name?
It doesn't matter, because I actually threw you under the bus there, because Sherro didn't tell me him, and he didn't tell me him the last time that I interviewed him either, but that's okay. You can get in touch with all of that by Kinloch Equine. Morg. Yeah, Morg's going to be there. So, and he was at Tumut too. Yeah. I think he went pretty good there at Tumut. But
Mental Bank, Morgan.
He's an easy person to forget. That's okay. And then on the 25th, which from memory is a Saturday, I think, on the 25th there will be a camp draft on that day. There's going to be a ladies' camp draft. There is the tease of potentially a couple more drafts as well on that actual day.
Yeah, that's right. There'll be an open draft, and I think there's possibility of a kids' draft as well. So, yeah.
And that's all tailor-made around, because they're going to be selling horses. There's going to be an online sale as well going through AuctionsPlus. I probably should have done my dates in my head, but I think it starts on the 27th and goes through to the 1st, Wednesday to the 1st, but that will be through AuctionsPlus, so we want people to be there. But they'll be able to inspect these horses on that day. There's some chance I might call in the Sherro's on the way home, have a look at all the horses and be able to highlight some of them as well for people. But it's a different model, I suppose, but it's, I suppose, the evolution of camp drafting, and because it is getting so big, it's hard to get horses in here. People have to look outside the square, I suppose, and get some awareness.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and he's got quite a number of horses there, and he's going to have quite a few in the catalogue, and I'm sure there'll be something for everyone there. That Saturday will be the day we do the pre-works, ride them through, so they'll be able to be inspected, and like you say, they'll be sold online. So, yep.
Go from there. Right, we're here at Nutien and the Classic. I asked you there before if you won the Classic. You've won the Classic and the Open. The prestige of winning at a high quality event like this, everyone tells me there's really three main events you want to win. This is definitely one of those events.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Any event you win here is of high quality, and certainly worth winning. But there's other events throughout the year, but this whole concept and the events they run here are extremely hard to win.
Everyone comes with their game face too. I noticed on the performance page there's been a few photos of Ben Hall and Will Dirk, and they're sitting on identical scores. But just the concentration, it does go another level here, doesn't it?
Yep, absolutely. You come here thinking you've got a horse that's pretty reasonable, and you turn up and Ben Hall goes smacking 90s out with them classic horses and Will, and you go home thinking, I've got to get my horses better. So Ben and Will, they're great mates and they compete very well together, but they're helpful and plenty of mates with other people as well. So, and
they have fun. And that's the one thing. There is a fun event as well.
Yeah, there's that side of it. Absolutely.
Matty, I keep mentioning about Lee Miles and a lot of the camp draft people. We're going, who's Lee Miles? But he's a trotting person. You've done a little bit of everything. Do you think it helps you long term with the horses, like to be able to say, I know how to drive one in a cart, and some people will be watching, they go, and he's mad trying to do that. But do you reckon it helps?
I don't know, the driving one on a cart's probably helped me, but just different ideas around doing different disciplines that doesn't hurt. So there's certainly there was some great benefit in spending time with Lee and Alison. It doesn't matter who it is. There can be things to be learnt when you're doing things with horses. No matter who it is.
It's one thing I've noticed because, I was a standardbred person. My daughter started getting into show jumping. Now I'm fortunate enough to get access to see a lot of you guys. I think you can take a lot from it. And I think that's the one thing about the horse game, that the more people that can do different disciplines, the better the world will be, because then there's more people doing horses anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
A lot more fun. Are you any chance winning this weekend?
Look, I've got a pretty reasonable score. The mare that I won the Classic on back 2015, well, she's 1 point off the lead in the Open. So, we'll give that a crack. See if we go.
Get the right beast and you're away. Lot 129. Anyone want to know she won't kick, that's for sure.
No, that's right. Yeah.
But for Kinloch, and make sure we get in touch, keeping the dates open, the 23rd, 24th, and then the camp draft on the 25th, and then the auction goes online from the 27th through to the 1st of March. It completes at 7 o'clock, and then, as everyone knows, with AuctionsPlus, that's when all the fun starts after that 7 o'clock mark. So don't miss out. There's going to be some quality lots. I'll get to Shero's and get some stuff done with that. He's coming back. Good luck on the weekend, mate. Good luck with Traditional Acres. That did stop. No, it hasn't stopped. Good luck with Traditional Acres. I had an issue last time. I thought it stopped on me. Good luck with Traditional Acres as well, competing over the weekend. But thank you very much for giving me some time, Matty.
No worries at all. Thanks, Sweet Cheese.
You're unbelievable.